Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for Transformers: The Last Knight. So, as always, I'm going to give it the good, the bad, and the furry. To start off with the furry, there's the Dinobots and the Dragonbots, or and I think some dog, and yeah, I mean, and then of course, robots, which are anthropomorphic, so we'll count it, sure. Anyway, moving on. So this is a movie with, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. I'm sorry, just Marky Mark. And then it also has Josh Duhamel from the previous ones and Sir Anthony Hopkins. And it's by Michael Bay. So it's a Transformers movie, still by Michael Bay. So if you haven't watched any of the others, if you have, it's exactly what you would expect. It's exactly what you would expect if you've seen the others. It's lots of explosions, slow-mo, action that doesn't make any sense, storyline that's just tertiary, not even secondary, but like tertiary to whatever the hell's going on. It starts off, and by the way, spoiler alert, I'm just going to spoil the hell out of this movie, because first of all, it's been out for a number of years, and second of all, it's a Michael Bay film, so am I really spoiling anything? You know that the hero's going to do the hero thing, and whatever. So spoiler alert. Okay, so Mark Wahlberg is just on the run in Mexico, or wherever, and hiding out with the Autobots and the dinosaurs, the Dinobots, that are apparently now illegal for storyline reasons that still don't make any sense, and the government is teamed up with the Predacons because the Predacons are like, we can help you out from this other threat that's coming, and they're like, yeah, okay, sure, we'll release a whole bunch of Predacons because Megatron said so. Like, all right, sure, I guess you just wanted another reason to have the Autobots be on the run again. And of course, there's a whole bunch of shots of cars that are super pretty and super clean, and also not the most practical vehicles for them to do. And then there's still Bumblebee that still doesn't have his voice, even though they can like scan a vehicle and transform themselves from a shitty little vehicle to the fancy vehicle, but somehow can't make his voice box work. Sure. And then like there was even a scene in the beginning where the dude that shoots a whole bunch of guns or whatever is like, oh, cover your escape, and then he gets like blasted to smithereens, except just kidding, that huge explosion that he was involved in didn't actually kill him, and he's in a few scenes later just like, oh, let's go get this guy, like, all right, man, sure. And then there's this focus of this, like, they had Megan Fox, and then whatever blonde chick replaced Megan Fox, and then I think they had like Mark Wahlberg's supposed daughter. Now she's out of the picture because he's on the run. So they're like, this person, then this person. Now they have like a tiny person who's like, I'm a really good mechanic because reasons. And she, I don't know, made this little blue robot that's like hobbled together and like deformed. Still doesn't fix itself, doesn't actually transform, but like is somehow, like, oh, look at him, he does the thing that we need him to at the right exact moment, because yay. Okay, and then there's, magically there's, it's sort of like how Ghost Rider 2 retconned Ghost Rider 1 and kept the same actor. I feel like it's sort of like that, where they're like, hey, you know how the Transformers came from Cybertron in the first movie? And then in like the third or fourth movie or whatever, we were like, hey, just kidding, they landed on the moon a while ago, or were like ice things. Well, now this one's like, JK, they were here during King Arthur's time frame, and they made a pact, and they had the secret staff, and they were here, and so now they've actually been here this whole time. So there's these Wiccans, not the Wickwiki, the Wiccans, that have been guarding them and preparing for whenever the Transformers actually are ready for Magic Staff Day, I guess. Sure, and so there's like a retirement home for Transformers that are like falling apart and senile and shit, and there's Cogworth, who was like a human-sized robot. He was really, really funny, but also didn't make any sense. And I don't know. I've seen very little of Anthony Hopkins as Anthony Hopkins. I've seen him in movies, haven't seen a whole lot of interviews, that type of things with him. So I don't know for sure. But it seemed like Anthony Hopkins was having a really, really fun time in this movie, just playing like a slightly kooky, like, just shitbird of a guy, just like, hey, no, just that kind of guy. I wonder if he took this movie because of the script. It was like, you got to tell the prime minister to shut up. I don't know if that's the case. Like, I don't know if that's why he took the movie, but I think it would be funny if that's why he's like, oh, no, it's fine. Yeah, no. You a couple $1 million, $2 million, and I get to tell the prime minister shut up. And they're like, you know it's not the actual prime minister, right? It's just an actor. He's like, yeah. But he's playing the prime minister, right? Yeah, okay. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. So, it was fun. His character and Cogsworth were probably my favorite. There's some new love interest for Mark Wahlberg's character who I don't give a shit about. And then, don't get me wrong, I have seen all the Transformers movies because I like seeing giant robots fight each other, a la Pacific Rim. Pacific Rim is a great example. I know they're not, anyway. But one of many problems that I've had with the Transformers movies is that all of the rest of the Transformers, especially on the Autobot side, are basically pointless because Optimus Prime is Cybertronian Jesus. Like, he is God. It doesn't matter what any other power, super pump, like, awesome dude is. Optimus Prime comes in and just is like, have you forgotten? I'm Optimus Prime! And, like, beheads 5 people after, like, separating them from their Megazord form. Like, alright, and none of your other people even made a dent on him because they're not Optimus Prime. So, this whole, every single Transformers movie, you are just waiting for Optimus Prime to stop getting nerfed at whatever thing was wrong and come in and save the day. So in this one, like, Squid Lady is like, this is my planet. You want to help me restore Cybertron, right? And he's like, yes, I want to help you restore Cybertron. Nothing can stand in my way because I'm Tyronius Prime or Evil Prime. I don't even remember the name that he gave himself, which they didn't need to rename him. They could have just been like, he's mind controlled Optimus Prime. You don't need to rename him to make it obvious. Like, we get it. Whatever. And so then he's gone for most of the movie. Finally comes back and like 10 seconds of fighting Bumblebee, and Bumblebee is like, Optimus Prime, I'll never hurt you, you're my friend. And he's like, you're right. And then his eyes go, stop being evil eyes, and he's like, you're my friend. What have I done? Let me help you undo this. Draw. Kill everyone, because I'm Optimus Prime. And the physics in the movie were kind of dumb, because they're like, oh, hey, there's another planet attacking our planet, but it's not going to totally fuck up everything. Like, I don't know, it's just that my thoughts about how a massive thing that should generate gravity would be against our planet. Like, I don't know if maybe seen Independence Day 2, which you should not watch, or Moonfall, which you also shouldn't bother watching, probably. But, like, that big, massive of a thing should really be doing more damage to the Earth than it was. It's like, imagine if the moon came that close. Like, I feel like there's a YouTube video that I saw about, like, what would happen if the moon came closer? And it's like, well, everything would get fucked hardcore right quick. But even besides that, they just kind of glossed over the fact that, like, oh yeah, this thing is just kind of scraping away cities. Sure, and then where does it go? Where does it go after they win? It's never really explained. They're just like, yeah, okay, it goes away, it's fine now, everything's fine, everything's cool. No, it isn't. Whole bunch of shit got fucked up, but whatever. And then, like, this magic, like, I don't know, MacGuffin with the staff. The staff is the thing that they all need, right? And it's Merlin's staff, and it's human-sized until Megatron takes it. And then it goes bloop, 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 and is now Megatron-sized. Until the magic Squid Lady hits it down. It's not clear that it shrinks until, love interest chick comes along. He's like, I'm the chosen one. Tries to, like, lift it out, and it's apparently back to her size again. Like, alright, cool. I know unobtainium, whatever you called it, Stanley Tucci in the other movie is like, oh, it can transform middle type thing. Alright, fine. I knew what I was getting into when I watched this movie. Yeah. It's just as dumb, possibly even dumber than the first time I watched it. I I knew that going in. I wanted to see robots fight each other. I wanted to see explosions that didn't have to happen, but were explosions and fun anyway, with fast cutting, fast editing, but not quite Bourne Supremacy level, because that shit's dumb. But, so, just action and frenetic pacing, and I got all that. That's what I wanted. I wanted to watch a Michael Bay movie, and that is what I watched. So it is exactly what I got, which is what I wanted. It's not great. I'm going to give it a thumbs up because if you've lasted through all the other Transformers, then you know what to expect, and you're going to have more of that. So if you liked the other Transformers as much as I did, you're going to like this one just as much, which is just enough to rewatch it when you want to watch a Michael Bay movie that's free online with the right app. So Paramount Plus, it's free right now with them. I think the one before this one is free too, but I just started with the last night because why not? I don't know that I'll watch the other ones again in the near future, but I watched this one. So, yeah. Yeah, that's all I have for this one. It's a Michael Bay movie. Mark Wahlberg's fine, does his thing in it. Josh Duhamel is just really trying to act like this is a good movie. And Anthony Hopkins doesn't care. It is a lot of fun. And love interest is just unimportant. I mean, it's important storyline, but you get what I'm saying. All right, that's really all I have for this one. Have you seen the Transformers? Did you like any of them? Any more or less than this one? Let me know in the comments down below. All right, that's all I have for this one. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye.